Hey everybody, this is Charlie Musselwhite, and you're listening to Athena After Dark. I ain't lying. Thank you, baby.
Hey everybody, welcome to Athena After Dark. I'm early tonight. That was the wonderful Charlie Musselwhite, who is my dad in the movie Rough Boys, the Charlie Bretchel movie. I hope you guys all had a great week. I'd like to say I know I did. It was great. I did have a great week. I had lots of challenges, but I had a great week. Um, I wanted to go ahead and go through the upcoming events real quick. So let's get that done. Okay. We had International Female Ride Day. We'll talk about that in a minute. That was wonderful. Miss Ellie Rains, go to MidwestWomenRiders.com. See all the pictures. It was a fantastic event. I loved seeing all the women. Incredible. TMMR, we're not far away. We have like 9 days, so that's exciting. If you haven't already got your passes, do it. It is going to be a 4-day event that is worth traveling to. All right, and then Thunder by the Beach Motorcycle Rally, May 1st through the 5th was good. I saw pictures. Okay, Myrtle Beach Bike Week, that's coming up 10th through 19th. So if you're in the area, make sure you get out there and go ride your motorcycle. Also, Memorial Day Blowout, May 24th through the 26th. That is at Gulfport Dragway. The races are incredible. And then Laconia, got to do that June 8th through the 16th. Also have Born Free, June 22nd and 23rd. That's in California. And then the Harley Davidson Homecoming, the end of July. Fantastic. We have a lot of good stuff to celebrate. A lot of upcoming things. Spring is late and summer's going to be early. So get out there and ride your motorcycles. Okay, so I just wanted to say, yes, I'm early tonight. It's been a very challenging week. Put it out there. I have had a couple weeks of epic fails, and it's okay. I know that when you fail and you fall down, you have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, get back up, and do the best you can. Sometimes things are just beyond your control. Also, I've dealt with a lot of things that are uncomfortable, and I know no matter what, I can't let it break my spirit. I'm always going to have my heart in my hand, on my sleeve, and that's just who I am. So most of you who know me know that I choose to be positive, and that's what I want to put out here. So that's why I'm coming to you now to say, I hope you all are making sure that you live every day like it's the last, I guess, because tell the people in your life that you love them and have kind words, not harsh words. Do your best to be the best person that you can be out in the world. I have incredible people who reach out to me. I wanted to say thank you to Miss Ivy. She writes me letters, and she wrote me a letter on her stationery, which was super cool. Today I got a card from Miss Patty Henson. She sent me a magnet, a sticker, a little magnet. It says Hot Mess Express. She said it reminded me of her because that's me. Many times I'm the Hot Mess Express. And again, I carry the load. I'm not ashamed of some of the things that happen in my life due to choices that I make. I know that I made those choices, and the things that happen, you just have to move forward and deal with them. So I love everybody here. I love this show. I love being positive because of the week that I had and the epic fail after epic fail after epic fail, which is on me. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to do the show. I did have a great weekend though. Friday we got to Daytona and I brought my grandson Baron. We went for the International Female Ride Day on Saturday. Miss Rebecca, Miss Tiff, Josh, the whole crew at Teddy Moore's Harley Davidson, phenomenal people. Please support them any chance you get. So what we did on Friday was we went up, we stayed in the hotel. Baron and I bounced on the beds in the hotel room. He's 5, he's in kindergarten, he's amazing. Saturday morning we got up. Miss Katmandu, who is genuinely a longtime friend, a sister of mine, iconic moto journalist. She was kind enough to allow me to ride her motorcycle in the ride and be my grandson Baron's chauffeur. She was an art teacher in school. She has the patience of a saint, but kids just take to her, and he was magnetized. He was enamored by her, and he absolutely loved spending the time with her. So I got up in the morning. I took Baron to Kathmandu's house. I took her motorcycle and I rode over to the dealership. From the dealership, we gathered about 40 women. And thank you to all of you who were there. It was incredible. We went ahead and went over to the Emory Bennett Veterans Nursing Home there in Daytona off of Mason Avenue. Um, Willie's Tropical Tattoo and I had been talking about getting some ladies together and going over to the veterans home. We've been discussing that for about a year. And so this opportunity allowed me to make that happen. Thanks to all the women who attended. They were gracious enough to go over with us and ride in to the nursing home where all the veterans were out on the front deck in their wheelchairs, oxygen, the whole 9 yards, waiting for the parade of lady riders to come in. Willie was there, Mike Earthall, who does so much for the veterans. Thank you both very much for all you do and all your support, because the Willie's Chopper Time Chopper Show, all the proceeds, all the monies actually, they don't take a dime for anything. That all goes to support the home. So for what you do, you gentlemen are great. Willie, Mike, it's fantastic. And all the staff at the home, fabulous people, fabulous. So my grandson and Kathmandu were there. So it was really cool for me and a proud moment because Baron got to see me lead the parade of women in. We all parked under the carport. Of course, it took us 2 rounds because we didn't realize that was the plan. I just dyed my hair this color. No, I'm just kidding. Just joking. So we parked under the awning out on the front deck, and they all got to see the bikes, and the women all went over and graciously introduced themselves, picked a veteran, spoke to them, got to know, a little bit about them. My grandson Baron went around and introduced himself and told all of the, hiccup, told all of them, thank you for your service. It was incredible. And he is an incredible young man. I'm so super proud of him. And I'm so proud of my daughter and how she has raised him because he's a phenomenal child. So after we were at the veterans home, Miss Kathmandu was again his chauffeur and gracious enough to take him over to the dealership. And we had the ladies ride in bike show. There was about 20 bikes, and the women were so awesome and cool. And we had a fabulous time. They all got their gift cards, the ones that won. Everybody there knew how wonderful I felt that they actually took the time to come out on such short notice, because it was something that was put together within a couple of weeks. And it meant a lot. It really meant a lot. And to see the women and just how they interacted with each other. And then I could tell you, my grandson, he stole the show. He was the celebrity. He had them eating out of the palm of their hands. They just loved him because he's smart and he's witty and he's kind and he's got stories for days. And he's a wonderful young man, which, by the way, passed his standardized testing in kindergarten at a 3rd grade level. We just got the results today, 98 percentile. So that's a proud Mimi moment. And that's all attributed to my daughter because she's a fantastic mother and she takes the time, makes the time and spends it and makes sure that, everything you put in is what they turn out to be. So I'm super proud of her. And then my son, Axel, super proud of him too. He's working his butt off. He works for the railroad. And yeah, I got home at 4:30 in the morning from Daytona, and he was on call and he was on a call, and he just worked all the way till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He just does it. He wants to keep everybody on the rail safe. So another proud mama moment. So Saturday, after the event, we had dinner with Miss Rebecca and Miss Tiff, Throttle Tiff. That's her handle, at Throttle Tiff. Got to check her out. Miss Rebecca does all the events and a lot of the promotions and a lot of other things at Teddy Moore's Harley Davidson. Shout out to her. She's another amazing woman. I'm honored and blessed to be around so many wonderful people in my life, and I'm grateful every day for that. This weekend, I thank God more than a few times for the whole experience and that little boy, because he was awesome. After dinner, him and I decided that we were going to go and have a little adventure. We went around the hotel and we were finding things, kind of like a little scavenger hunt. It was super cool. And then we went upstairs and we bounced on the bed and we caused all kinds of chaos and had fun and laughed and giggled. So that was awesome. It was good for my soul and just enjoying him. So Sunday morning, we get up and it's time to check out of the hotel. And he looks at me and he says, Mimi, I'm so happy for the memories that we made this weekend. I wanted to cry, of course. And I said, okay, but the weekend's not over, so let's get after it. We went and had brunch at Captain Pizza in Daytona. Really good place. Awesome people. Fabulous pizza. It was really good. He enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And then from there, we thought maybe we'd go over to the water park, the Daytona Lagoon, but that was really expensive. And a lot of things to do there were really expensive because it's, again, a tourist destination. So then Mimi had the bright idea that we'd go park on the beach, find a parking spot, the pay to park, $1 an hour one. We drove around once or twice till somebody left. And then I parallel parked the car, which I haven't done in a long time, successfully, I might add. And we paid and we went down on the boardwalk. So we're staring at the beach and everything like that. And Baron says to me, Mimi, can we go on the beach? And it's all hard packed there. Oh, yeah, we were going to drive on the beach too, but they want $30 to do that. And that just doesn't seem like a great idea because you can only go north. All you can see is condos. So we didn't do that. So we went to the boardwalk. He says, Mimi, can we go down on the beach? Now, mind you, I have my purse, his shoes, all this stuff that we were carrying around because we were going to go look at all the boardwalk shops and stuff. And they said, sure, why not? We went down to the beach. Well, next thing you know, we're halfway in the water and Mimi's got her hands full. So I asked him, I said, Baron, can we go back to the car? He said, no, Mimi. I said, well, really, Mimi just wants to have fun. So we go put all this stuff in the car and be better prepared, then we can go in the water. So we did that. He's such a trooper. We went by a taffy shop and he's like, what's that, Mimi? And I was like, oh, that's taffy. And he's like, oh, and I said, they stretch it and they fold it. And he's like, it's all shiny. And I was like, yeah. And I said, on the way out, we'll get some. So we went back to the beach. We spent 4 hours, as you can tell by my sunburned self, Rudolph's nose. We spent 4 hours just frolicking in the ocean and the sand and having a good time and talking and laughing and giggling. It was spectacular. It was absolutely amazing. And then, yeah, well, in the interim of that, we had a little car trouble, which is how we got to the beach. Long story short, we dropped the car off. I was like, okay, that's fine. The mechanic says, well, I can't do much for you. It's parked there. It happened right there in the parking spot. And then he changed his mind because I told him that we needed to get home. And he had the car towed over. He fixed it. He made the repair. And off we went after we were done frolicking. It took about the same amount of time that we were having a good time in the beach. So then we had dinner. We drove home. We had all kinds of conversations. It is incredible. This young man, he's 5, going to be 6. And I'm just so crazy. I told him we were driving by some house and it had a 6. Hey, Lily, I see you. It had a 6-car garage. I said, Baron, I want that house. And he says, no, Mimi, you can't have that house. And I was like, really? Why not? And he goes, it's too far from my house. He goes, you need to be closer so I can walk to your house. Man's got a plan. Little guy, you can't beat that. So I think that's in my near future. I want to make that happen for him. He says he's going to put a little house on his property for me and Mimi can live there so he can come see me anytime he wants. So that's joy. So no matter how miserable the rest of the world was in sense of things just hitting you left and right, taking a punch here, stab there, anything and everything that can just shit on me did. But this weekend made it okay. It didn't matter. The fantastic people, the women, my grandson, it was amazing. My daughter went to Tennessee to see a Morgan Wallen concert. So, and I told her I babysit. I overbooked. I double booked. So, it's my own fault because I didn't transfer it on the calendar, and things have been a little crazy. So, with that said, I absolutely decided that when I got home, I was gonna just step right into what was next, which again was an epic fail for me and professionally humiliated in my own regard, but at my own doing, choices that you make, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And sometimes the cards fall and you don't like the way the hand is dealt, however you want to say it, but on me. So I disappointed a customer who was a friend. I disappointed myself. There's just things that go on, and I'm not beating myself up in any regard. I know that shit has to roll off and you just deal with it. So as much as most people wouldn't get on here and have a show, I wanted to make sure everyone knows that I'm not giving up and I am going to be here. And I'm going to work hard this week to bring you another great show. We have TMMR. I have a lot of chaos going on around me and things that, again, I take on. I'm learning that I have to learn to say no. Barry, if you're watching this, I hear you. He always tells me that my heart gives way too much and I never say no. And then it adds up and you bite off more than you can chew. And then you can't swallow. And the next thing you know, you choke. It's okay. I gave myself the Heimlich. So I'm going to be okay. Whatever. You got to laugh at yourself, right? What the fuck else can you do? So, fabulous week. Horrible day today, again, because epic fail and all the things that go on with that. But I'm not a quitter. I love this show. I love doing what I do. I love the people that I'm fortunate to be around, the people who write me letters and send in emails and all those things. Um, it matters, you have to own up to your own shit. And here I am. But I didn't want to just go silent and not have a show, just put up something that said, hey, I'm not going to be here, because that's just rude and disrespectful. I've had enough of that crap for the last me quite a while. Also, for me, I guess it's difficult because in the capacity that I'm in, so many people look to me to alleviate the things that go on in their life or help them or assist them. And all I ever want to do is everything I can for everyone. And I see you, Miss Janine, Jenny Bass, William, Bob, I see you all. And I'm so grateful again that you guys are all here. But with that said, I wanted to make sure that everybody knows, no matter how tough shit gets, no matter if you fail and you fall down, you can't be an ostrich and stick your head in the sand. It sounds good in theory. In practical application, you suffocate and you can't breathe, which can happen no matter which way. But when it all comes down to it, you have to just be okay and move forward. I am definitely going to be okay and move forward. I picked myself up today. I dusted myself off. There's some hurt in there because I don't like to let anybody down, and it happens. What can you do? You just got to keep moving forward. As my good friend Chris Callan would say, just get up, pull your big girl panties up, and move forward. So I'm doing that. And I wanted you all to know that I have my 5 good things today. My 5 good things are my kids, my grandson, my motorcycles, my wonderful moto family all around me, all of you who let me participate in things, ask me to be in places, to provide any kind of input, which sometimes I don't know why you ask me that, because I'm the last person you need to ask that shit from. But it matters, to see something from someone else's perspective. Just as much as I talk to people, I love to listen to people because I can see from their perspective, and that matters. That allows you to change and grow. And if there's one thing I learned, when you fall down, you get back up, you have to remind yourself the lesson that you learned in that moment and apply it to future things. So that's what I'm doing. As a person who works on motorcycles, everybody knows in my shop, I'm not the talent. Do I work on motorcycles? Yes. Will I build you a chopper? Can I fix your motorcycle? Yes. Can I fix it on the side of the road? Yes, definitely, because that shit has to happen. And I love what I do. With that said, I am not the talent here. Don is the talent here. He is the one that makes all kinds of things happen. So again, the things that I do put stress on him. I have an epic fail. Shit flows downhill. Well, so I have to apologize to him for making poor choices and not being a good leader, and do my best to just move forward. So with that said, the rest of my 5 good things are my perseverance and my strength, which sometimes I don't see myself. I'm grateful for. And then I don't say it enough, but I am so thankful for the gifts that God gave me. I know everybody has their own beliefs and thoughts and whatever, but I am truly blessed and I know it. And I do not ever want to take that for granted. So remember, you know the deal. Here we go. Let's just give it to you. Why not, right? Be kind to yourself and others. It matters. Boy, howdy, does it ever. Share a smile with a stranger. I did that today. And even though I was having a miserable day for the most part, it mattered because you know what they did? They turned that really sour face that they had into a giant smile right back at me. And I knew right in that moment that if I couldn't do anything else right, at least I made someone smile. That mattered. Help someone who needs it, even if you need help. Do it. Just don't do it to the point where you can't help yourself. You know what I mean? I get it. And I say that. But the important one, find joy in one small thing every day. You have to do that. Otherwise, the world will eat you alive. And then you have to remember to spread your sunshine, even on rainy days. Because again, it matters. It really does matter. So with that said, I'm looking forward to TMMR. I'm looking forward to Moto Women 24/7. Miss Janine and Miss Heather, they have their show going, and they're going to have Ladies Ride. It's going to be great. You can find it at find all the information on their Facebook page, Moto Women 24/7, or I'm pretty sure TMMR. You can find like an itinerary. I have not been able to get on the computer a lot because of all the chaos that I've created. And yeah, so check it out. If you're going to be there, that's fantastic. I'm super looking forward to it. As far as May after TMMR, we have the Uncharted Pilgrimage. Barry Wardlaw does an amazing thing last year. We brought so many memories of so many people that aren't with us anymore, and we brought them to a place, the Shack Up Inn, and there's a capsule, and they're there, and memories of them, and just tributes, and so many things that I'm looking forward to being there at the end of the month. Then I think for June, I'm going to take a break. I think I'm just going to get on my motorcycle and ride around and see if my brain can get itself back together and remind myself why I do what I do. Again, I don't know. I don't know how to say that really. I guess I said it all before. I do the best I can, and I just want to make sure that I'm thinking clearly. And those two wheels spinning on the ground under my ass is really what it takes to make my brain work and function and get right with the world, get right with God, get right with everything that goes on around. And it matters. It really matters. So no matter what you believe in, whether it's God, whether it's aliens, whether it's, I don't know, there's all kinds of things that people believe in. The faith is the important part. The determining that your heart is put into something that you believe in, and it gives you hope to keep going and to keep making those great attempts to succeed. And, they used to say, like, if you shoot for the moon and you land on a star, it's good, but you always got to shoot for the moon. So that kind of thing. And I know I'm rambling because it's been a crazy, messed up day. And, like I said, I didn't want to cheat you guys out. Really, I didn't want to get cheated out of being here with you. So you've all made me feel better. I'm going to be back here next week. I'm starting to make plans with my guest now. TMMR. Excuse me. I'm hoping to do a live interview with someone, and then it will be a recording that Monday night. So I won't be live, but I will see your messages if anybody leaves them. I will look on Facebook, and some of the messages from some of the channels don't come in yet. I'm still working on that. I'm learning. I'm definitely learning. But be patient with me and just keep coming back. And I love you all so much. And well, I hope that no matter what, if you're having a bad time, I hope you can tell yourself 5 good things like I do. Look in the mirror, give yourself 5 good things, and just know it's okay. It really is okay. Be strong. Don't be afraid. It's okay. Everybody fails. It's not failure unless you do nothing with it. That's pretty much how it is. My good friend Laura Clock, she inspires me all the time. She's had incredible journeys, good ones, bad ones, up ones, down ones, and no matter what, She's always kept a smile on her face, love in her heart, and spreads joy to the world. I love that about her. Miss Chris Summer Simmons, Miss Gypsy. I mean, there's so many. I could give you a list of 100 women that I look up to that are just that way. And I know that it's not always easy. So do the rest of you. So I just wanted to say, I love you all. And well, let's just keep going. It's okay. And I know it'll get better. So anybody I forgot to apologize to, well, there you are. Miss Jessica, I see you. My chin's up. Boy, is my chin up. I got my chin up waiting for somebody just to give me a good one because I deserve it. That's kind of how I feel. It's okay, though. I'm not beating myself up. I'm just standing up for the chaos in my life that I have created. Again, it's all about choices. I haven't been a good leader. I haven't been a great role model. Although if you ask Baron, he wouldn't say that because I do my best to be a great Mimi. Yeah, that kid's important to me. And a great mom because my kids are so important to me. I always want to alleviate everything and anything for them, from them, help them. Just like the rest of you. So many people reach out to me and ask me for things, ask me to do things. And I do. And sometimes it interferes with my own things, but it makes me feel good. So, and remember, for those of you who do things, you have to remember you got to do something good to fill yourself up. Like this weekend with the veterans, if I can just tell you the feedback that the women gave me about how good they felt about being there and doing that. There's a Christmas program that they all want to participate in and help distribute the gifts for the 120 residents and wrap and do those things. To see that and feel that fills me up inside, and it brings joy that I'm allowed to give back and put back out into the universe and out into the world. So do whatever you can, just one small thing to put a little in and fill yourself up. If you stack them on top of each other, pretty soon you're full and you can just beam and be the incredible human being that you are, even though you don't feel it. So just a reminder, because the world will drain you and make you empty. So you can't let that happen. You gotta get the tanker truck to pull up and fill the filling station back up so that you're allowed to fill up everyone else around you. That's important. Again, I'm babbling. I love you all. I'm on the verge of crying because I really just can't believe all these people here who are commenting and just showing the love. It matters more than you know. Things are tough and it's okay because everybody has a journey. And although mine seems tough to me, there's people out there who have it way harder and way worse. And if I can say anything to them, all I can say is you are loved. Good things are going to happen. It's a matter of time and it's all about choices. So you got to make the good choices. And when you don't, you learn from the choices you make and the mistakes you make, and you move forward and you put those in your little pocket. And before you do something, you take them out and say, oh, don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. And do your best to just move forward. Again, super shout outs to everybody this weekend. It was incredible. Next weekend, I will make sure that I put the pictures up. Miss Catmandu is writing a feature on it with bikernet.com. So I'm excited to see that and read that. She's fantastic. Everybody at Teddy Moore's Harley Davidson, they have some reels up and some other things. At Throttle Tiff, she's got good stuff. That kid's amazing. She's another one. I got to ride with her. I'm so blessed. And these young girls, they impress the hell out of me because they are just right in there. They want it and they're hungry for it. And they want to feel the wind in their face and the sun on their face, and they want to enjoy and respect and share everything. And I'm just it makes me full inside. So I can't even say more than that. So check out Teddy Moore's Harley Davidson. Next week I'll have pictures, I'll have some reels, I'll put some stuff up on Facebook. I haven't slept in 2 days and haven't had a shower, so I'm going to address that right away. That's why we're a little early, because I can't stand the smell of myself right now. But, always an adventure. That's how it goes. All right, everybody. Well, I love you. I hope and pray that you will all come back next week at 10 o'clock. Don't give up on me. I won't give up on me. And I love you all very much. Thank you. And I hope you have a great chopper week.